So hope my screen is visible, everyone. Is my screen visible? Yes, no? Yeah, okay. So in the last class, we saw how to create a Spring like a Maven project. So just go. So if it is a small project, we can go this way itself. Just go new Maven project. So you just check this box, create a simple project and click on next and give your group ID. So you can give any of the name of your choice, and here you need to give a your project name that is called the ID. It is considered as an ID here. Just give the name here. Don't wait for next. Just click on finish and your project has been created. I've already created one that is in the last class, that is Spring demo. So once you have created, you'll be getting like this. See, I've created a Spring demo. So when you get on a drop down, so you'll be getting this. So is this step clear, everyone? So creating the project is clear, everyone? Yes, no, yes, no. So creating the project, is that clear? Do you have any doubts? Okay. So next step, what we are gonna do is you will find something after everything. You will be finding something called POM XML, POM.xml. So here, just open this file. So I've opened this file. Okay. So here you'll be adding the dependencies. One second. So here you'll be adding your dependencies. Okay, just control A, just give the backspace. So here you'll be adding your second. So here I need to add my dependencies. So in Marvel, dependency is called as external library. So here we'll be adding our jar files of the project which we needed. For example, while using Python, what and all dependencies will be using, right? So in the same way, it is something like a kitchen. So what and all ingredients you need, you'll be adding those to prepare something, right? So in the same way, we'll be using dependencies. So I'll create a dependency here. So first we got to know why we use dependency. Next, what I'll do is I'll give my group ID. So inside group ID, I'll create org dot spring frameworks. So you might ask me like, why do we need all this? You can directly create an object and go on. But when it comes to large project, you cannot keep on adding. You cannot keep on creating the objects. So in that case, we'll be using this. So what exactly this group ID means? It is something like which company or the organizer has been created this library. So that is called group ID. Something like, for example, you have some cultural program in your college and you will be having some group of team of 5 or 6. Okay, so to represent you, you will be having some name, right? The group name. In the same way, we'll be having group ID in this. So now, so this is a framework team. So Spring's framework team. So I'm giving the group ID next. So this is what we had created, right? So in if you are using a present version, you will be getting it automatically, or else sometimes you won't. So it is better to create it. Oh, sorry, context. So here I'm taking spring content. So here what we'll be doing is, this is called as actual module name. Okay, so where IOC container and application context and beam management will be done here. So we'll be taking this. So this is very easy, like simple concept. You just wanted to understand, that's it. Next we have something called version. So which version exactly we want to use it. So 5.3.30. So this is a latest version. So this version is used for Spring. Okay, so this ensures the compatibility. So while connection, so it helps us a lot. So we'll be going with the normal one. So think if I don't have this one. Okay, so if I don't have this dependency, what I'll be getting is, like, I'll be getting an error here. So in future we'll be creating an application context. So there will be getting an error for this. So that's the reason we'll be using this dependency, that is application content. And we have something called class path, right? So in the last class, like using SQL, for that we had used class path, like while creation, right? For that sake we'll be using these all. Okay, just save it. So next we'll have something called the resources. So here what we'll be doing is, so till now once you have created the class, like once you have created the project, make sure you have something like this. Okay, so if you have only src/main, do one thing, create a folder called resources. Fine. So you will be creating a file first. If you don't have, you'll be creating a folder. So just right click. So I have already, by default I've got a folder, so I'll be not creating anything. So if you have not got, you will be creating a folder called resources. So as I have already got it, so I'll be not creating a folder, I'll be creating a file here. Okay, so I'll be creating a file here. So file name I'll be giving application context. So this is very main, because here only we'll be creating a, this is XML file. So here we'll be creating .xml. Yeah, sorry, finish. See, my XML file has been created here. So here using beans we'll be creating what and all things we needed here. So this is where we'll be creating an object. So our object management and everything will be done here itself. So do you have any doubts so far in the dependencies? Any doubts in dependencies? So dependencies is like default, you'll get, some people will get it by default and some won't be getting. So you can go anyway. Like if you have got already, you can go with that itself, or else you can just edit it. So here we'll be going with beans. So why we use this is, like, this is a main purpose. So first one, it tells what object to create. Just a second. So beans. So we'll be using beans here. So what is the main purpose of this XML application context? So here what happens is, it tells Spring what object? So watch object to create. So that is the main purpose of the our springs, right? So it tells the springs what object you want to create. Next, let so then we'll say let spring manage those objects. Then what we'll do is we'll be enabling IOC. Okay, so we'll be using this. So we'll be using enable. So first step is like we'll tell what object to create. Okay, using this XML, we'll say what object you wanted to create. Then later Spring will be managing the object and will be enabling IOC. Okay, so when we enable IOC, it automatically creates and manages the objects. So there'll be no work for us to do anything. So these are the three steps you wanted to follow while creating XML. Okay, so without XML, think you don't have XML. Before, what we were doing is like we were taking car is equals to new car. We were creating a method something like this. Yes, creating an object. So what you do is you'll be creating an object, but this becomes tight coupling. So we don't want tight coupling now, because while using the large number of projects, so this will become very slow and website will be very slow, that or an application will be very slow and you cannot run it. So in those times we'll be moving to the XML. So XML, while using this XML, you don't create an object, it automatically creates the object. Spring automatically creates the object and manages it, and this is used for loose coupling. Okay, so is this concept clear? Theoretical, is this clear? So why exactly we are using XML? Yeah, so XML acts as your head, so something like a main part, creating something like your brain, you can say. So if you want to do something, you first think, right? So you first think and you make a blueprint of it, then later you start doing your work. So what I'll do is I'll create a bean. So first is like, so if you want you can take this already typed will be there, so you can use the same thing for everything, no need to create again and again and again. So you can use the same thing, copy paste, you can do it. So swingworks dot or slash schema slash b. So what exactly this bean means? So it is something like your container. So why this is used as like it is used to hold your all objects. It's something acts like a spring container. Okay, so it is like for example, let me take a factory. So factory is like you have something like big factory. So that is called bean. So inside that factory you'll be storing all your products. So if you're taking product related to construction, you'll be storing a woods, you'll be storing a tails, so something like that. So beans is used for containing all this. Okay, then what is this XMLNS? XMLNS is nothing but it which are using a string tags. So without beans this doesn't work. Okay, so it is called as string tags. Okay, so next we'll be using XSI. So I have one more thing, I'll just type it, XSI. So that is equals to HTTP. So it just dependencies, like something like dependencies itself, what and all exactly you need before starting your project. And schema hyphen instance, yeah. So giving is that is equals to schema location is equals to. So here I'll be using my schema location. So what is this exactly? What is this SI schema location is like to use to validate this XML. So if the correct, if it is in the correct structure or not, you created your folders correctly. It is something like a rule book. Okay. So if you want to play some games or something, you have some certain rules, right? So using that certain rules, you'll be starting playing a game. So to check the structure, to check or or validate XML, we'll be using this schema location. So here I'll be given http www, oh okay, 3 dot spring framework. So framework.org slash schema slash bean. So I have one more http www dot beans slash spring beans sd. You will be closing it. So I have created this, then I'll be giving this bean. Okay, something called bean. So inside that I'll be giving my ID as car. So I'll explain this. One second, let me type it. So I'll be creating a class for this. So what is my class here? I've given com.spring.demo. Yes, right? Like in the creation, in the starting, had given com.string.demo. That one you'll be giving here. Demo.car. So I wanted to create a object for car, so I'm giving this here. So this one is there, no, this is very main important concept. So this is where you will be saying your XML file to create an object for this class. So I've given the ID here, so car. So this is the name of my object. So then this is my class.spring.demo.car. So which class to be created? So which class to be created? So this is my this, like while creation had given string demo, so the com.spring.demo dot. So inside that spring.demo, I wanted to create a object for class. So I'm giving this been here. So what happens is, like when string reads this, so first it will be reading this car, then it will be creating something like this one, car. Car is equals to new car. So it will be creating something like this. Okay, so it stores it in this particular container, so you no need to write it individually, and you no need to create it like previously we were doing, right? So instead of that, we'll be using this. So if you wanted to remember, you can remember something like this. Where is it? Where is it? 1 second. Yeah. So you can remember. So you can take any example. So let me take a spring. So, and I'll give a real time example. So just for remember sake. So first we have been used beans, right? So beans is something like your kitchen. So in kitchen you'll be having all the vessels and the containers which is related to your kitchen. Okay. Then we have something called bean. So bean is something like your food item. Okay. So you wanted to create a food item. So get bean. So I'll be using this in future. So get bean is like your order food. So you'll be ordering food. So you don't cook. Kitchen prepares everything. You just request them to give this. Okay, so that is why we'll be using Spring. So beans is like kitchen. Inside kitchen, you wanted a food item, so you'll be ordering them, and they'll be getting it to you. That's it. So you will be not going and standing in the kitchen, and you'll not be preparing anything. So this is called a easy way. So is that clear? XML, is that clear? XML. So any doubts in XML? So this too is like I know it is a boring concept because dependencies, creating a dependencies, you can use it. So if you want that dependency code like particular, it is a standard one. So you'll be just changing the IDs and you'll be giving that. So if you want, I'll be posting that in your group so you can take a look of that. Then we have created our what is that XML file. Next step what we'll be gonna do is, so we'll be creating a package now. So package is very important. So you have something called src slash main dot java slash java. So here you go, you create a project. So here I'll be giving spring dot demo. So I have been created this. I'll click on finish. See my package is been getting displayed here. So next what I'll do is, for this package I'll be creating a class that is car. So I need public static void main. I'll click on finish. See, I've got a package name and I got a class name. I got public static void main also. So as we all know how to create this one, right? Void car. So I'll be creating this. Sorry. So I've created a class. Inside that class, I'll be creating public void drive. Inside that, I'll be giving system.out.println. I'll say car is running. So 1 second. I don't want public static void main here. So I don't want public static void main. I just need this. So one braces is here, one braces is here, then I need one more braces. Yeah. So I have created a class here. So I've created a class called class.java. So it is like I'm just saying the name. So here, so I've already created a class called class.java. So first step what we did is first we created dependencies. So once the dependency is done, then we created an XML file. So once the XML file has been created, what you will be doing is you will be creating a package. So that is com.spring.demo. So this package name itself you will be giving in your application. So do you remember? So com.package.demo.car, this is your class name. Okay, so you'll be giving that, and you'll come here. So first is like you'll be giving a package name. We know we got a package name. Then then how it works is this one is something like your folder. So inside this folder, so you will have some file called car. So inside that you'll be having something called car.java. It is something like one folder. Inside that folder you'll be having one file. Inside that file you'll be having some documents. In the same way even this java programs also works. So I have declared my class here. Class declaration like creation has been done. So once the class declaration is done, like we have been creating a method. So inside that method I'll be using this one. So it is driver is like method name. We know what how to create a method name and all, right? So is this clear? Is this concept clear? So first you'll be creating a project, then you'll be creating a so you will be creating a XML, pom.xml. You have something called pom.xml. You will be adding this dependencies there. Then you'll be creating everything. XML, is that clear? Do you have any doubts so far? Shall I move to the main code? Main code. Yes, no, yes, no. Uh, is that too confusing? Like it is a very easy concept itself. So instead of you creating this one, you will be automatically creating object has been automatically created. So is that clear, everyone? Do you have any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Shall I move to the next concept? So there's one more main class. I'll be creating a main class, and we are done with this part. It is like you'll just see how the object has been created. That's it. I'm going too slow because these are the concepts very important when it comes to the large project. So, do you have any doubts? Any doubts so far? Yes, no? Shall I move to the next concept? If you reply, I'll get to know. So, like, if you guys have understood or not. So, if you want me to repeat it again. If you want to repeat it again, let me know. I'll repeat it again. No problem. So now I've created my class. So again I'll be creating one more Java class. That is, I'll create something called main app or something. So I need public static void main. So I have created a main class here. So I've got public class app, main app. So before that, let me import my things. So import in the sense the one which you have already created. So that one you will be importing here. So hope you remember we had created this context, right? Application context. Then import. So we know the class path, right? XML application. So these two are my import dependencies, that is Spring Framework. Then I'm creating this two. Then inside this main class, what I'll be doing is I'll be calling this application content. Okay. Application context is equals to new class path, sorry, XML application context. So what we have created, right, application context. So that file name you'll be giving here. Application context dot xml. So you will be giving that here. So next you will be creating a class. So here what we have done is, like, inside the Spring we have given, then we have created a project. Okay, that is called that is main app. Then we are importing here. So here is the where you'll be using the interface concept. Okay, so here you create an object, then store the object and manages the life cycle and inject the dependencies which you have given. Okay, so this class path XML application context. So what this exactly mean is, so it reads your resource file. So it comes to this resource file and goes inside that, and it reads this particular file. So that is the reason we'll be using this. Okay, so it is something like your application contains as a factory. XML file is something like a production plan. Beans are the products. Okay, so beans, where we have used beans, are the XML file. So this file name is there, no? So that is called your plan. So inside this file you will be having your products. So this is your plan. It works as your plan, and this application is there, no? One second. So here you'll be giving this, then you'll be coming into the main method. You have something. So here inside the main method, you'll be calling this file. So first what happens is, like, it will come here and it will load this file. Then in the second step, here is the very important step, we'll be giving the creation. Okay. So I'll be creating card is equals to context dot get bean. Hope you had remember at saying you get bean. So car dot, I wanted to create a class for that. Then I'll be calling my method, that is car dot drive. So I'll be calling my method there. So is that clear, everyone? Do you have any doubts so far? So do you have any doubts so far? So easy go. So first what you'll do is, so you'll be creating a Maven project. Inside that you'll be something like XML. So here you'll be adding your dependencies. Then later you have something called resources. So inside that what you'll be doing, you will be giving the application context dot xml. Okay, so you'll be writing your xml where exactly you'll be using beans. So beans, which is used to store everything. Okay, then you have something called bean. So bean is like you used to create an object. Used to create an object. So once this three step is done, so for this dependencies and for this it is a constant one. So you don't want it to create or anything. So this is a constant one. So same coding you'll be using, nothing apart from that. So once it is done, so you will be inside the resources. In case if you don't find any resources, you create a folder resources. Then inside that you create a file application context xml. So inside that, using beans, you will be writing your whole file. You will be calling, importing, everything will be done here. And you will be calling the bean is like you will be giving your package name. Inside that package name, what object you wanted to create. Okay, the project name you'll be giving. Inside that you'll be giving your project. Then what you'll do is you will be creating a class. Okay, where you wanted to call a method. You'll be defining your method there. Then you'll be creating one more class, that is your main class. Inside that main class, what you'll be doing is you'll be importing these two files. So this file and this class file you'll be importing here. Once the importing is done, what you'll be doing is, once you import that, and you'll be going inside that and using the class path. So we have something called, yeah, class path xml application contains. So it is like you will be going inside. So this is your factory and this is your factory plan. Inside that content is there, no, that is called your products. Okay, the products which you have stored. So it will go here inside that and it will read that and it will be getting your bean. So when you get your bean, your object will be created automatically. See, we have it is something like order your, you'll be ordering your food. So do you have any doubts till now? Do you have any doubts so far? Yes, no, yes, no. Any doubts in creation of this? So just follow 4 steps. Project creation, POM XML file, where you'll be adding dependencies. Then you'll be creating an application XML. So where you'll be adding everything like which all required to creation of an object. Then fourth step is like you'll be writing a Java class. One is for method and one more is like main class and you'll be calling it. That's it. Any doubts so far? Guys, any doubts here? Shall we move to the next concept? Yeah. So next we have something called dependencies. One second. So till now we saw, what is that? We saw Spring and IOC. Now next we'll be seeing like dependencies. We have already seen this. So I'll just explain this like how it works. Injection. So dependency injection is nothing but giving required objects from outside instead of creating inside. So before, what you will be doing is like you were creating like class, car, then you what you were doing is you were giving engine, for example engine. So you were been creating like this, right? So instead of creating this, you will be using dependency injection. So when you use dependency injection, instead of writing this whole name, what you'll do is, instead of writing this whole name, what you'll do is you'll just give like this engine. That's it, done. So this is where the injection is being taken place. Okay. So car and engine. So car needs engine. Instead of car creating engine, what it will do is it will directly move to the factory and it will choose which engine it needs and it will take it. That's it. Simple concept. It is easy go. So in that case, what you'll do is same program, nothing changed. You'll just go to your XML file. So that is application. So you'll be coming to your XML. One second. So you'll be coming to your XML file. So here being you'll be having everything same. So you'll be creating a class here. Everything will be same. One extra thing you'll be adding, that is called constructor. One second. So you'll be creating this. So inside that you'll be giving a refer, that is engine. That's it. Done. So this is what you'll be doing it. So you'll go inside that and you'll be creating a constructor. So it will directly, instead of you going and creating everything, it automatically goes to your factory, check for the engine which car requires, it will pick that and it will automatically insert it. So that is called dependencies, that which we have already used. So if you have any particular reference for car, I mean particularly engine. So if it is that case, you will be using ref and inside that you will be giving engine. Okay. So inside the main method, what you'll do, nothing is gonna change. So here you'll come, you'll be giving only this class, only these two you'll be giving it. That's it. Nothing else. So inside that same thing you'll be giving this. It automatically Spring creates engine and Spring creates a car and injects the engine into the car as a constructor, and car uses engine. That's it. So here we'll be using a constructor method. So hope you guys know what is constructor, right? So is that clear? So just you'll be giving a reference. Okay. So first what happens is in the factory I'll create a engine. Okay, I'll create multiple engine inside my factory. It is something like you creating multiple products in your factory. Okay, then I'll be creating a car. Okay, Spring creates a car. So we already know how to create an object, right, using XML. So it automatically creates a car. Okay, that is an object is been created. Then I wanted to inject this engine into my car. Okay, for example, if I'm taking 2026 model car, okay, so for that particular year there'll be some particular kind of engine, so I wanted to inject that. So in that case, what you will be doing is you will be using a constructor method. So you will be using constructor method, and you will be giving a reference called I want to inject my engine. So you will be injecting it. That's it. That time what happens is car goes inside the factory, it search for the particular engine which it required, and it will take it and inject it. So that's it. So is this clear? So dependency engine, is it clear? Dependency injection? Yes, no? Do you have any doubts so far? Don't worry about XML file and dependencies. So it is like a built-in, okay? You can use the same thing. You can use the same thing for XML, and this thing, that is a built-in function. Only you want to keep on changing that IDs, bean IDs. So where you want to create an object, that's it. Then everything is normal. Something like coding, you just import it, and you'll be adding the application XML file in your main method, and you'll be calling it. That's it. So instead of writing 20 lines, we have cut shorted and we have wrote only 4 to 5 lines. That's it. Do you have any doubts so far? Guys, any doubts? Hello. Am I audible? Okay. So what about others? I know it is too confusing, but easy, easy. I want everyone to practice it once. So once you practice, Spring Frameworks is very easy. It is like everything you'll be using a built-in concepts. Just you will be, everything will be done by Spring itself. You just wanted to call, that's it. So is that clear? Do you have any doubts? Shall we wind up the session? So do you have any doubts in JDBC? I'm asking again. JDBC, any doubts? Is JDBC clear? Is Spring clear? Is IOC clear? Is dependencies clear? So if this the case, next we'll be seeing bean life cycle. So how it is exactly used, how bean is being created. There also we'll be seeing dependencies injection. In the same way, we'll be using inheritance and we'll be seeing everything. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear?